Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is a deck spotlight on a new mid-range hunter deck from the professional player Kolento. This one specifically includes two pretty cool new cards from the One Night in Karazhan Adventure Week 2. Those are Barnes at the 4-mana spot, the new legendary, and Kindly Grandmother at the 2-mana spot, hunter-specific card, of course. And these cards actually combine with some interesting substitutions into what is more or less a similar or standard mid-range hunter list to what we've seen in the past, and create some interesting opportunities. So Barnes, of course, is probably the most notable card in this list, and not something you might think of right away as a hunter card. Normally what we've seen from Barnes is, thinking about Barnes, is that his 1/1 could summon you really high value cards with strong card effects. So even though they're 1/1s, it doesn't matter because either their death rattle or their aura effect or some other aspect of them is really good, so you get some extra value. So you think about things like Tyrion or Ragnaros or Sylvanas, and they seem like even as 1/1s, they're super dominant cards. And those cards aren't in this list. There's obviously no Tyrion or Sylvanas here. So you start to think about, well, what cards in this list are so overpowered with Barnes? And there's not that many that are overpowered. Savannah Highmane arguably is a little overpowered just because you get a lot of extra minions out of Barnes. But Stranglethorn Tiger is just a 1/1 with stealth. That's not overpowered. Infested Wolf is pretty good, but not perhaps overpowered. King's Elec is actually just a standard 1/1. That's not that great. Huge Toad, you get a death rattle. Fire Bat, you get a little death rattle. Those are not that strong. Kindly Grandmother, you get a pretty solid death rattle as well, but none of them are ridiculous effects. But there are quite a few good effects. Kindly Grandmother, Savannah Highmane, Infested Wolf, those are all very positive effects, and they do one thing that's very important, I think, and that is that they give you an extra beast on the board. So particularly with Stranglethorn Tiger, you get a 1/1 stealth beast, and beast synergy is important with things like Kill Command. So having that extra beast on the board is not a totally irrelevant thing. You've also got Houndmaster to activate those beasts shortly after you play Barnes, pretty close to on curve or slightly off curve, and that's hard for your opponents to deal with sometimes when you've already played a lot of good minions on curve and you've already had some strong death rattle effects and you're contesting the early board. You plop down Barnes, they say, oh, it's just a 1/1 huge Toad, who cares? I got to deal with everything else that they've been throwing out, and then you just get some extra value out of that extra little beast. And that way you still play a good minion on curve with good stats. You get a 4/5 total stat allocation out of Barnes, and then occasionally you hit it really big with Savannah Highmane as well. So all these cards fit into the Barnes mentality at least a little bit, thanks to beast synergies, and then of course there's really good outcomes as well from Kindly Grandmother and Infested Wolf and Savannah Highmane especially are all pretty positive outcomes from Barnes. Now they're not totally game deciding, like perhaps getting a Ysera or something, or a Tyrion out of Barnes, but they're still going to give you an advantage in a deck that's already quite good at leveraging small advantages, as is mid-range hunter. So Kindly Grandmother, just another good 2-drop. You can see you've cut back on a King's Elec in this list to fit in a couple of Kindly Grandmothers. The death rattle makes a lot of sense for what Hunter is trying to accomplish. It presents a dilemma for your opponent often in the early game, because they don't really want to kill it, but they also don't want to leave it around just in case it enables something in the future. It also works nicely with Abusive Sergeant, as you can see here. So all that said, specifically calling out those two cards, I think this is a pretty interesting little spin on mid-range hunter, and clearly Kolento knows what he's doing when it comes to deck designing and playing. So I trust that he's put together a very functional, powerful list, and I can't wait to see Barnes and Kindly Grandmother in action. So let's go ahead and take it out onto the ranked ladder and see just how it performs. I'm curious if Barnes is as overpowered in this deck as I suspect it could be in others. I think it's going to be much more subtle, as I teased. But I don't know. A Savannah Highmane out of Barnes is actually still kind of ridiculous. It's a total of extra 5/5 stats across 3 bodies, summoned from a minion that's not all that bad himself. So this is a Warlock. We don't really know what that's going to hold in store, but we'll keep the Barnes. I don't know that it's always advisable, but this is the first game, in this Barnes deck, and I want us to see Barnes, by God. And since I'm the one in control, and this is my video, I think I'm going to keep Barnes. It might actually be an okay play anyway, just because you want to have a good turn that makes Barnes really impactful. And that, of course, is as early as possible on turn 4, so... I think we'll just trade and play the Fiery Bat. We could perhaps quick shot it, right? That's a little better on curve. We'd still have the same outcome with the Fiery Bat, and next turn for 3 mana we could Hero Power Fiery Bat. But we waste the quick shot a little bit. But we do have the Barnes coming out. I guess we'll just quick shot. Hero Powers are pretty good against Warlock typically because they are also helping kill themselves. Ooh, now I wish I had the quick shot back. But we have some on-curve minions, so this will be just fine. I could try to kill this, right, with the Fiery Bat, but then if I miss, he has a better trade. So I'll just wait. I don't think this gets punished by anything Warlock runs. There's no Unleash the Hounds to kill all these 1-health guys. So we can do the math better with the minions of our choice in a future turn. This punishes my decision a little bit, but not really, because he still would have had another Fiery Bat to pull off here. Interesting. I'm surprised he coined that out. I think we'll Barnes. We can clearly Houndmaster if we want to clear the Imp King boss. I guess that's also pretty good. This would live... Set up some pretty bad... No, it wouldn't set up that many bad trades because you'd get a 1/1 imp out of it, right? And it'd only have 1 health. We could also just leave up the Imp King boss and play Barnes. The problem, though, of course, is that we summon a 1/1 for him to kill with the Imp King boss. I don't really like that. I think I like this a little better. It means my Houndmaster dies to the Flame Imp, and it means... I guess, actually, what I really like best might not be clearing this at all. It might just be leaving it alive. But we're definitely going to kill this guy. I think I'm just going to go face, though. This means that the Big Bad Wolf can die to the Imp King boss a little more freely. I don't know. I guess we won't. I'm clearly indecisive here. I liked putting him at 15, but I don't know. This is more likely to live now. That's the worst ping, obviously, because he's trading it in regardless. Gosh, he's damaging himself so much. I think I just go face forever now. That's not the way you want to play that card. That's a little sad for him. We'll just, we'll Barnes here. It's like the worst one. That's literally the worst thing we can get out of it. It's not a beast. It's not, it doesn't have an effect. Jeez. That can't feel that good. So he's just on a very, very steep clock now with that high main out. He can kill the first half, but he leaves us so many minions. We've always got the hero power. That's oh, that Fist of Jaraxxus helped a little. I like this discard zoo deck, by the way. I think it's cool. It doesn't have all the pieces yet, though, so it's going to be intriguing to watch it unfold. I really am just going to start going face. We have the hero power. He can make some trades, I guess, but there's no incentive for me to kill that. We have so much damage out, and the hero power will eventually kill him. Cool. Alright. Good win. Pretty cool. I liked Barnes. I mean, it's just a 4/5, right? It was just like a Yeti. But still, I mean, it was stats, and that's what Hunter cares about more than anything else, is getting out on the board, causing some problems for people. I guess I'll keep this just for curve considerations. I don't really want to play it on 1 against a mage, though, going into their hero power, so maybe not. We have the coin to drop keep the Animal Companion just because it's such a good minion early. You can coin 2 into 2 into 3. This is very likely to be just sort of a tempo mage with some arcane giants and stuff. I think I'll sit on my coin and I can just quick shot that next turn. I can coin the huge toad now, but it doesn't really accomplish anything. I want him to feel awkward playing a spell. Or not. Jeez Louise. I think I kill this over the anomaly. Not actually that scared of the anomaly. Just because its attack value is not that high. So there's never a scenario where that thing just ruins me. It might live forever and contest my board, but eventually my board gets out of range of that threatening me. So, ugh, that's annoying. It's definitely not Deadly Shot. I can eventually kill command it, but that doesn't happen yet. I guess I want this to be Misha. Huffer's not so great. It happens every time. It doesn't matter what I say. As long as I say it, it happens. Oh, by the way, I switched to the Legend card back. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about whether or not I've ever reached Legend. A lot of comments asking that. Wow, that's actually crazy that many missed. So I went ahead and switched to the Legend card back just to remove any doubts. Oops, got a coin. I gotta kill this guy, right? Like, it's just too threatening. Pumps out so much damage. It was the only way to get behind those taunts, so we're in an okay spot just because he's out of cards. But we've taken so much damage that we're susceptible to death at almost any given point. I don't know if I can play this yet. It's a little too slow. I think I have to try to play into the Deadly Shot. Actually, willing to take 2 damage, not much more, but he's gonna lock down my face, obviously with the freeze. But I want the Deadly Shot to kill that. I don't have to get immediate weapon value in this game. Ugh. If I could get a really big ping here. Ugh, that's actually bad. I'm not going to be able to play on curve either. This is really, really bad. I don't think we can win here. If I play high main, I take 7, at least 8 damage. There's just no way that's a winning route. So I have to Deadly Shot here, but unfortunately my hand is so fat, I can't play anything. I had to be able to get a minion out. This has been a very slow hand. He got off to a fast start. It's not a good combo at all. Oh, goodness. That is brutal. There's no good outcome here. Am I dead? Maybe. Not quite. I need magic, Barnes. Make something cool happen. I don't know how you heal me, Barnes, but figure it out. Oh, that's game. I like the effect of Barnes. It's very cool. Like the little light and stuff. Oh. Brutal. That's one of the worst 5 dubs I get. Okay. Well, that wasn't so fun. Dead hand. A lot of heavy stuff. The Huffer didn't help. The Huffer didn't help. But there was really no good Animal Companion there just because those stupid mirror image taunts, but Huffer was the worst because its health total is the least, which made it much easier for him to remove with the Flamewaker. Any other one would have given me perhaps a chance that lived on board and contested a minion. I'll keep Barnes and toss all these other 3 spells back. This is a curve, right? We get a 1-drop. We're in shape. It's Priest. Who knows what Priest is running? He made his rank 10, so it must be a pretty good deck. No, I actually think Priest is going to get better because Arcane Giant is in the game. And Priest has ways to deal with it that other classes really don't. I'm pretty fine with playing this on curve against a priest since they don't typically have a good ping effect. Holy Smite might be something they run, but then that makes King's Relic more likely to survive, so playing that is good. Really? We can't even beat the 2-drop. Come on, man. So this is like a N'Zoth priest, it seems, based on that one thing. The greatest thing about King's Relic to me is not the card draw, but it's the informational aspect. How powerful is that on turn 2? To know more or less what your opponent's trying to accomplish. A dragon N'Zoth priest, apparently. I mean, I can kill that, right? And get a Barnes out, maybe? Do any of the animal companions help me kill it? Not really, I guess. Not really at all. So let's just see what Barnes pulls out here. We may just trade in, and if Barnes gives me something good in particular. That's like one of the only bad ones. Just don't know. My thoughts on Barnes, and obviously Kolento is a much better Hearthstone player than me, so take my thoughts with a grain of salt, but my thoughts on Barnes is, I think you need to run him in a deck where he gives you a guaranteed giant swing turn. Like where you just know he's going to win you the game. So I can see him in decks where he gives you the... Like you only run big minions and a ton of early removal. I don't know. There's clearly a lot of variance built into Barnes. And he's going to win you games when he wins you games. But I think you can kind of handhold that process a little more than this particular deck seems to want to do. Quick Shot's actually a big draw. Let's see what we get off the Animal Companion here. That's fine. This might seem unusual, but I think I'm going to go ahead and run in the Houndmaster to play around AoE just a little bit. If I pop open my... This does not, by the way, play around Cabal Shadow Priest as well, clearly, but plays around AoE a little more. I don't think a Dragon N'Zoth deck can also run Cabal Shadow Priest, so taking a gamble here. Doesn't play around Sylvanas quite as well either. That's a fact. He's at 21. I can do 8. Take him to 13. Stranglethorn. I don't know that I can play into this Sylvanas. I'm going to give him either a 3-2 or a 3-4 if I kill it. I kind of think I have to go face. There's a chance he can't kill his Sylvanas right away thanks to my taunt, and if he does, it might be inefficient with like Shadow Word Death or something. He's still going to have the same minions to steal. The problem is if I play the Stranglethorn, he gets a much better potential minion to steal. And I want the Stranglethorn to be guaranteed damage. So I think I'm actually just going to Huge Toad, Hero Power, go face. And apply a ton of pressure and reduce the potential value of his Sylvanas. Because Call of the Wild and Hero Powers are eventually going to hurt him really hard. He probably has Dragon Taunts, but I don't know that he's running like Flash Heal. If his deck is this stuffed with Death Rattle and Dragon, he might have trouble reacting to a lot of little stuff. Taunts are annoying, that's for sure. It got bigger, that's even more annoying. Twilight Whelps, sort of annoying. Oh my god. Dude, lay off. Jeez Louise. I don't know if I can kill this. I only have 7 damage out. I don't know if I have a mechanism to kill this. I can't kill it. It's not gonna die. Well, that's the worst thing ever. If it was a 6 mana, I'd be in a great spot. I'd just feed him a 3-2 from the Grandmother, play my Stranglethorn, have a ton of damage out on board. As it stands right now, though, I don't know if I can... Ugh. I think I have to play the Infested Wolf in Hero Power and not attack. This is bad, though. This is really, really bad. That was the turn he needed to stabilize, and now I am in trouble. I mean, Call of the Wild always helps, but I don't want to put this down to 1 and him just heal it back up. he can probably figure out a way to steal this Infested Wolf. I'm aware of that, but I don't think I wanted to go a turn without playing a minion, just on the off chance he can't deal with everything, because there's a couple death rattles and some weird math for him to figure out, right? That surprises me. I would think he'd want to pick off minions to try to steal a minion. Maybe he's playing Excavated Evil, and he wants to proc that before it kills it. That's like an out for me. That's cool. That actually helps me a little bit. So he is going to steal the Infested Wolf. I still cannot get through this guy, though. How troublesome is that? I did reduce the Sylvanas, though. That's intriguing. So now I'll be able to get through this. Next turn. But he's got actually, how much damage? 5? Not that much. 7, 9. Takes him a few turns to kill me here. This actually seems bad right now to him. I don't know. His stuff's more susceptible to it than mine, I think. He's attacking like a bot. That looked like bot attacks somehow. Oh, God. That's not good. Unleash the Hounds would be pretty sick. Well, yeah, I'd be pretty sick. Oh, buddy. Can I kill everything and get Ysera on the deadly shot? I don't think so, but by God, I'm gonna try. So we clearly got to get through this guy first. I gotta pop this open so that the tentacle kills both of its halves, right? Yeah, I have to do that. I guess I can't kill the Museum Curator, or alternatively the Twilight Whelp. I guess it has to be the Curator because I can't. So I'm gonna take a 50-50 on Ysera. Is that right? Like, oh my God. I gotta try. Oh, wow. That sucks. That sucks. How terrible is that? I mean, the taunt's out of the way, though, so I actually have some routes to victory now through Call the Wild Hero power. Ysera... If you got Ysera Awakens, it's sort of good. Oh, that's actually... Why didn't he kill the minion? My God. Did you just give me lethal? What's about to happen? Oh, he has Shadow Death. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, now I'm actually in a little bit of fear of dying, right? He has 9 damage and I'm at 10. So, oh, buddy. I can't play that, obviously. I gotta go with these guys. The question, of course, is do I go face or do I deal with the Blackwing Corruptor? I think I go face, right? Ysera Awakens would kill him and me, so it's a draw, because he's a 3 even if he healed. He might have like Flash Heal, Ysera Awakens, and that wins him the game. But otherwise, I think this is the right line. The taunt hopefully keeps me alive. Plus, he only has 9, and I'm at 10. He may not actually have 1 damage as a priest. So, that may not kill me necessarily. That'll do it, though. That would have done it anyway. He didn't even need the Entomb. Just trade Nightmare. So trading actually might have kept me alive against Nightmare. Dream would have made a difference. Ysera Awakens wouldn't have made a difference. I mean, I needed to go face for Ysera Awakens actually instead of trading. So there was 2 Ysera cards that benefited from my play, and 1 that didn't. And he had the one that didn't. The one that hurt me. If I traded and Ysera Awakened, he would have just, no, maybe he wouldn't have won. He would have had 9 damage. Maybe I made the wrong play. Maybe I needed to trade. Yeah, maybe I needed to trade. If I traded and Ysera's Awakened, he would have only had 9 damage from Ysera and the Ysera's Awakened. Now I'm doubting myself. I need to go back and review that. I think maybe actually trading was the right play. Oh god, that's not good. That's not a good hand. This is not even good against Druid either. Well, might be against Token Druid, I guess. Thankfully, it looks like that's exactly what we're seeing. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to get hero powered, right? I'm not actually expecting it to kill these, but hopefully the ping at least takes out one of them. This might actually mean we didn't get wild growth too. Might have discouraged a wild growth, which is always nice. Oh, come on. Really? This is the world we live in now? I'm actually going to go face with this. We want him to have minions because of Unleash the Hounds, and I don't think there's going to be like taunts or anything that I have to worry about clearing through with the weapon. So I want to just apply pressure and damage. And we have a second weapon, so I don't want to sit on charges forever, and we don't have secrets, so I'm happy to just burn through the weapon. Okay, that's sort of slow. I may just weapon again next turn. These contest the Barnes summon, but we can't summon Barnes yet anyway. Oh my gosh, the second Unleash might actually be really good. Unleash and a kill command's always a pretty powerful play too, just because you get the guaranteed activator. That's a bad turn 4, it looks like, or at least the start of a bad turn 4. Power of the Wild is one thing that's not good with Unleash the Hounds. Obviously, if everything's 2-2, it's much harder to kill. So we got to be a little careful for that, but... Oh, well, that doesn't matter so much. I may kill this one, right, just because it... Oh, quick shot is also a thing, though. Maybe I just quick shot it. I don't really want a Barnes. If I got Savannah Highmane or something, it'd be really, really good. Maybe I will just Barnes. This is a lot of damage, though. It's pretty intriguing. Savannah Highmane. That's not bad. Well, it's a free 2-drop. It's literally just Kindly Grandmother that he summoned. So it's basically a 3-drop that summoned a 2-drop. Only 1 mana left unless he has an Innervate here. It's going to be... Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Unleash is about to get some sick value. I can tell you that right now. Less sick value here because of this trade, but... Still pretty good. I can Unleash Quick Shot and clear his board, it looks like. So we can Quick Shot here and trade everything in. I'll save this just in case it gives me value, and looks like Highmane is clearly the line of play on 6. Druid can have a ton of trouble with Highmane, so... yeah, Barnes basically gave me this minion right here. This is from Barnes, straight up. Swipe, face, trade. Okay. I don't mind the swipe being gone. Makes Azure Drake swipe less of a thing. Oh my god, the damage. Oh jeez. I have 9 plus 10 damage, 19 damage. I can't hero power next turn and cast both of these though, so... The question is, do we just put him on a... Oh, if he gets armor, we don't. Oh, he's going face. I love it, bro. That's baller. Deadly Shot, kill command face. Maybe I just kill command. Well, let's double check we don't have lethal, right? We have 9 plus 10. Yeah, so we have 19. I could put him on 2. A little scared of stuff like Ancient of War, though. I think this list runs that. I'm gonna kill the Violet Teacher with the easy kill command, and just go face. I'm gonna leave that alive just to play into Unleash the Hounds, and I don't really think it's gonna do much to me. Because more Unleash the Hounds minions actually means more damage next turn. Assuming he doesn't have a big taunt. Even then, we can probably find a way to get through it and push for damage. Yeah, I know that leaving a minion out, it gives him like Savage Roar. Ironically, gives him Mark of the Wild. It's hilarious. Oh my god! What I just said! I know it gives him Savage Roar and Mark of the Wild. Oh my god, that's literally the 2 cards he had. But we could just Deadly Shot and go through for lethal, right? So we don't actually care about one dude being there. That's totally irrelevant. Cool. It was spectacular, sir. It was indeed. That's hilarious. My streak lately of calling cards has been absurd. I want to play one more game. I think we've gone 2-2 so far. So not amazing showing. I mean, pretty good. So that's obviously variance that happens. You lose some, you win some. But I feel like the game's been pretty fast. So I want to give the one more try, see this deck in action. Barnes was definitely a winner of that game. It wasn't like some crazy overpowered play, but it was just a good value play. Sometimes that's what you need, right? So we got another Hunter. Not quite as shiny and or golden as we are, but still a Hunter nonetheless. I think I'll just get greedy for a 1-drop here. I like Kindly Grandmother into Animal Companion a lot, but there's a chance we get the Fiery Bat and have the beautiful trio. Another Kindly Grandmother's fine. I wish we had the coin for that. That'd be a sick play, but... I kind of think Direwolf Alpha would really fit in this deck nicely. It's good with Barnes because it's got an aura effect. You know, it's really good. Can make Barnes a 4/4. It's good with Kindly Grandmother because it's a card that's not that great at trading up as a 1/1. So sometimes you might want the Direwolf to make Kindly Grandmother trade up. Still good with Unleash the Hounds and all that stuff. It's a beast. So I feel like there's definitely room for Direwolf Alpha in this list somewhere. Perhaps even over King's Elec. I don't know that I need King's Elec. I think I'd rather have Direwolf. It's obviously worse as just a turn 2 compared to King's Elec. But there's extra 2-mana minions in here. You've got the Huge Toads and the Kindly Grandmothers. So it's like, oh, I don't think that's going to be very good against Hunter. I just feel like it fits better. I would cut a Huge Toad in the King's Elec for perhaps double Direwolf Alpha. Just has so many more applications. So that's most likely Freezing Trap. It could also be Bear Trap. Either way, we're going to test it, right? We're going to see it's Bear Trap. It's not. It must be Snipe? I don't know what it is. Could still be Snipe. Could be Snake Trap. If it's Snake Trap, we might just go face all day. We'll see. Snipe's not very good against Kindly Grandmother either. Clearly a Cloaked Huntress deck. Okay. So now we really don't know what this is. I think we might just go ahead and Deadly Shot her. We definitely want to kill her, and there's a chance we might not be able to if the secrets are certain things. That's the freezing. So this is still probably Snake Trap or Snipe. The Deadly Shot is actually pretty good there. We would have activated a Snake Trap otherwise, I think, which would have been pretty bad. Pretty annoying to deal with. Yeah, I think we'll just Houndmaster and go face. Like, we don't have to ever... Oh, it is the Snipe, okay. Yeah. We don't really ever have to attack a minion. Now we know we can, that it's not Snake Trap, but... We could have probably Kindly Grandmothered into something, but I don't know. This is a 6/6 taunt. It's kind of annoying. If he does kill that, we've got the Unleash to summon dudes. We can play these guys next turn. It's not the most powerful 6-mana play ever, but it's something. He's at 19. We actually have a fair bit of damage in hand. So if we can start weaving in hero powers, I think we're in a good spot. That's not a kill on this yet. That is probably with Houndmaster. No, still not a kill though, technically. I can just kill command And, gosh, do I just want to unleash as well? It's 4 guys out. It's pretty good. Do I kill the 4-3 or do I kill... Yeah, I could kill the 4-3 and the 2-1, but that's not a beast. So maybe I just kill the beast cards and save one of them for myself. Assuming that the Fiery Bat lands correctly here. We attacked first just in case it didn't, and it didn't, so that's fine. But he's at 12. Can deadly shot anything super annoying? That's not enough to kill this. Oh, he got the dream. Nice. He's literally just playing every Karazhan card. He's like, screw it. I'm just going to play Karazhan cards, man. Deal with it. Coin kill command is good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Got the beast out of that, so. Yeah, so deadly shot certainly doesn't feel quite as good here. Barnes could be a hit, I guess, over Infested Wolf. Let's just try the Barnes. We know he'll be able to kill the 1-1, but the other play is Infested Wolf, Kindly Grandmother, and he could still make a good 1-1 play, so let's try the Barnes, Kindly Grandmother. This maximizes the number of 1-attack things, and he'll have trouble dealing with. Alright, that's actually fine. It's not quite the Savannah Highmane, but it's maybe the second best outcome. Only thing I don't like about this play is I didn't get to hero power, but I don't quite have enough damage in hand that it takes 6 turns to win through hero power, so I think I still need to jostle for board a little bit until I see like a quick shot or a kill command that I know can give me a quicker lethal. And I'm at 30, so I have some time, obviously. He still has cards, so we need to make sure we don't just lose the board in one fell swoop and lose the game, right? We can't quite turn the corner on just absurd face damage yet. Unleash the Hounds could be pretty good for him here if he trades and has 4 Hounds come out and gets the 2/2s from the Highmane. It's not very likely, though. I don't know how he'd have room for all of that. That's annoying. That's, I think, the most annoying of all the options there. So he's going to kill the Barnes to hopefully deny me a kill here. Or not kill the Barnes, but deal with the Barnes. And it actually kind of worked. I don't have a kill for this Misha. It's really annoying. I can Stranglethorn, I guess, and Hero Power. I can play the 2 4-drops. I could try to hit a deadly shot on the Misha. That would be sick. I think I want to know what secret it is, though. The question is, though, you know, do I want to activate Snake Trap? Not really. We need to know if it's Snipe, too. Do I need to hit a Hero Power? He's got 8, 11, 14, 16. See, this is what I was worried about. Like, he kind of took control of the board so swiftly that I think I'm just going to Stranglethorn Deadly Shot. By God, let's hope this hits me. Oh! So clutch. I would rather this get Freezing Trap, so we'll test that first. That might be explosive, so I'm going to sit on it, right? We don't know what that is yet. I'm not going to attack with it. That was so clutch. That Misha Deadly Shot is so clutch. It took 7 damage off the board, basically, because it enabled the Barnes kill as well. So ridiculous. So we know that's not freezing. It's not Snipe. So it can be Snake Trap, it can be Explosive Trap, and it can be Bear Trap. Well, it could also be like Dart Trap, I guess, but that seems incredibly unlikely. So we'll test for the freezing, or excuse me, the Explosive Trap by going face. We don't have to kill his minions. We still have enough health that we can just race at this point. So let's test here. Looks like explosive. Yeah, that's fine. It's a little extra damage, I guess, but so let's see. I think we just play these guys, but I do want to hero power, I guess. A little worried about Unleash the Hounds, but how much damage does he have? 6, 8, 10. Even with 7 minions from Unleash the Hounds, he'd only have 17 damage, so we would be fine. So we can actually just play everything. Well, we don't want to play everything, right? But we'll play this. This should be very hard for him to remove, and that still gives me the hero power, so I need less stuff to live. So he can't clear with a weapon, because that'll kill him. At least he can't kill a 3 health thing with the weapon, because that'll kill him. I don't know what card that is that wins him the game. Actually, Unleash the Hounds does a pretty good job of clearing the board, but it puts him down to 4 health, I think, after the ping from the Fire Bat. Yeah, cool. So the Deadly Shot clearly won us the game, so some nice favorable RNG there. That said, he got the Savannah Highmane off the Barnes, so he already had the favorable RNG on his side, and we just countered it a little. So I don't feel too guilty. But that'll do it for me in the Kindly Barnes Midrange Hunter by Kolento. Pretty cool little deck. I mean, I think there's still some changes and some improvements to be made here. We'll see how this deck takes shape. But I like what Kolento's thinking here with not swinging for the fences with Barnes, but just trying to get some consistent value plays in what is an otherwise pretty consistent deck with Midrange Hunter. So you got a stronger new card with Kindly Grandmother that also works with Barnes. So just try to abuse that synergy as much as possible and build a more consistent, moderately more powerful deck, and you should have a good one. And it seems like it is actually quite good. I mean, a positive win rate there, and we're certainly not quite as good as Kolento or experts with this deck, so win rates tend to go up the more you play a deck, as long as it fits the meta, and I think that's exactly what you'd see here. And I don't even think we had that favorable of a curve or RNG, so a lot of potential with the Kindly Barnes Midrange Hunter by Kolento. If you have any comments or questions with this deck, you know where to leave them. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, game on.